To this day, I still have a problem with Triple H beating Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25. When you see the buildup of that match, you understand how much momentum Randy Orton had in 2009. I mean, he was terrorizing the McMahon family, from Stephanie to Shane to Vince to Triple H. This guy was at his peak. He had won the Royal Rumble. He was set off to a WrestleMania main event. It's a crime that he did not win that night. He did not walk out as the WWE Championship. And that confused me even at that time, as a young wrestling fan. Why didn't he win? From, booking things logically, the Rumble winner should win the world title at WrestleMania, should have their crowning achievement. And the story, it wrote itself from the 2004 Evolution betrayal. Triple H destroyed Randy Orton's life when he betrayed him in Evolution. Randy Orton was hell-bent on getting payback, getting revenge on Triple H any way he could. And he did it through terrorizing his family, terrorizing the McMahons, RKOing Stephanie. And the build-up to that Mania was insane. That was a diabolical way to build up Randy Orton, because he was a diabolical, villainous, monstrous heel. And there was no reason why he could not have beaten Triple H. But for some reason, Triple H had to win. I did not get it at that time, and I still won't get it today. And this brings me to the booking of the current day Randy Orton. And I'm just going to say it. Paul Levesque does not know how to book a babyface Randy Orton. He just doesn't. Ever since Orton came back in 2023, Survivor Series, this is how you can tell Triple H has some jealousy toward Randy Orton. I think that post that I read the other day, I think there's some truth to it. I think there is some truth to it. I really do, because just look at the pattern. Look at the patterns since Orton has came back. He has not been an important figure on the shows. He has been on the sidelines, backing up Cody Rhodes. He has been pretty much an afterthought. And he reminds me of the 2004, 2005 babyface, goofy cornball Randy Orton that was not taking anything serious. And look, the way Triple H is booking Orton now, it's the same way of how Triple H once saw Randy Orton in 2004. It's a pretty clear resemblance of what you see on TV versus what you saw back then. How Vince booked Randy Orton was night and day to how Triple H presents him on TV. Vince presented Randy Orton as a legitimate main eventer. Randy Orton was not taking a back seat. Yes, he may have been in second to John Cena, but Randy Orton was still heavily involved in the top storylines. Okay, he was allowed to go over on John Cena. I don't remember a time where Randy Orton where he actually definitively defeated Triple H. There was never a time where Randy Orton was ever allowed to definitively beat Triple H in a title feud. Yeah, I guess that one match they had at the Super Showdown in 2019, whatever, that don't even count, because Triple H was ready to hang it up. He was ready to hang up the boots at that point. And we're talking about prime Triple H, where he was still doing it full time. He never truly ever put over Randy Orton. He never did. He books Randy Orton subpar to how Cody's booked. And he has one last shot with the heel turn of Randy Orton, the eventual heel turn. If he doesn't get this right, then it's official. He is the worst booker ever in pro wrestling. It'll be official. But I think what it is he just doesn't see main event value in Randy Orton in the same way that he saw in Batista. Because you got to follow me here. Batista, when he turned on Triple H, he beat him at WrestleMania 21. He won the World Heavyweight Championship. He beat Triple H 3 times. Randy Orton could never defeat Triple H one-on-one when it mattered. When it mattered. And CM Punk upstaging him at Survivor Series 2023. That was supposed to be his grand return to the company. That was supposed to be a big moment for Randy Orton. Triple H re-signed CM Punk last minute. You know for a fact that had to piss off Randy Orton. Even Randy Orton's own wife is saying that the WWE is disrespecting him, and I think they are. Personally, based off what I've been seeing these past couple years with his booking, his presentation, they are disrespecting Randy Orton. Under the TKO administration, Triple H is doing what he can do to devalue Randy Orton in the eyes of TKO. So when contract renewals or contract negotiations come about, they probably won't negotiate his contract for a renewal. I don't see Randy Orton sticking around for 10 years. For what? 10 years of doing what? Wrestling Drew McIntyre? Wrestling Logan Paul, Kevin Owens? No, thank you. I don't want to see the same matches over and over again with Randy Orton. What Triple H is slowly but surely doing is he's fizzling out Randy Orton. He's fading him into the background. Now, will this heel turn reignite Randy Orton's career? Absolutely. With Cody Rhodes, because that's the next piece of business that has to be concluded. And that's going to elevate Cody, but it's all about the execution at the end of the day. That's the only hope for Randy Orton's career at this point is to turn him heel. Because him as a babyface sucks, man. He sucks as a babyface. Like I said, at least when he was booked under Vince, when he was a babyface, he had more substance. He was involved more, right? He was always in the mix. Like he felt like he was booked well as a face. Vince knew how to present him as a face. Triple H still sees that little boy. He still sees that 24-year-old immature child. That's what Triple H sees. The days back in Evolution where Triple H was mentoring Randy Orton was under Triple H, taking orders from him. He was carrying his bags, doing everything he was told. Triple H was the handler of Randy Orton back then. He had to make sure that Randy Orton was on the right track, setting him in order, making him responsible, making him accountable. Right? It's like he was babysitting Randy Orton, but that's kind of still how he sees Orton today, based off the booking. So this cornball, cheesy Randy Orton that's joking around, having a good old time, that's that 2004 Randy Orton that Triple H was bossing around. That same Randy Orton that was carrying Triple H's bags. Right? That is how Paul Levesque sees him. He doesn't see him as a true main eventer. He never did. If he did, why didn't he put over him at WrestleMania 25? Why didn't he take the pinfall at WrestleMania 25? How come Randy Orton has never decisively beat Triple H when it mattered the most? And if you want another example, go back to Elimination Chamber 2025, where Randy Orton once again made his return, only to be overshadowed by John Cena's heel turn and The Rock and Travis Scott. That was supposed to be another grand return for Randy Orton, but of course, it was orchestrated in a way to what? Take the focus off of Randy Orton. Triple H deliberately made that happen. And I really think at the end of the day, Triple H is trying to destroy Randy Orton's value in the company. I really think he is. I don't know why he's trying to do that. It's very weird to me, but it goes back to how he sees Randy Orton. He doesn't view him in the same light as how he viewed Batista back in the day, how he views Cody. You know, I just think at this point, um, the disrespect is there. It's a matter of you picking it up and paying attention to what's going on. Because if his wife is saying the same thing, then it must be true then. So the verdict is out. Vince McMahon presented Randy Orton way better under his vision.